Pick it up to topic number 3, and what our topic is gold for green. Draymond Green winning another gold medal. Draymond Green's now got 3 gold medals in the Olympics. He's joining guys like Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. I mean, all these are all the guys that have won 3 gold medals. Looks like Scottie Pippen's on there too. You know,
Pippen, yep.
That's just, you forget how, I don't think Draymond is an elite player in the NBA, but he's probably going to make the Hall of Fame, and he's just one of those guys that just wins. He's a winning basketball player. He gets on the nerves of some guys, but he's a winner. What do you think about him winning 3 gold medals at the Olympics, Brent?
I think this is the thing, and I think even you would agree with this, is he's not considered an elite player like up there with LeBron James or like Steph Curry when you're thinking about the NBA as a whole. But when you think positionally, you got to say he is an elite player. I think he is one of the best power forwards in the league and clearly showed in the world in this gold medal game. And it really showed. And cheers to Pop, too. Cheers to the head coach for making the adjustments. Rudy Gobert was dominating the game physically, and the refs were kind of letting it play. This international game gets a little bit more physical. And remember, you can goaltend internationally, so you can defend the ball off the rim, which you can't do that in the NBA. There's no 3-second defensive in international ball, so you can sit in the paint and dominate the paint. So at one point, that's exactly what Rudy Gobert was doing, was pretty much just sitting back defensively in the paint. So they said, okay, we're going to play small ball. We're going to take Bam Adebayo out. We're going to put Draymond Green in. He's going to become the point forward, and he's going to lead everything on top there, bring the ball up, distribute the ball, and set pick and rolls. And that's exactly what they did pretty much the whole second half of that gold medal game. And Rudy Gobert couldn't come out and play them. At one point, Rudy Gobert had to come out and check Kevin Durant just because they were playing small ball. And of course, Durant's going to win that matchup, I want to say 10 out of 10 times. So it's just really one of those things where Draymond Green being in there now put Rudy Gobert pretty much out of position and outmatched. And it neutralized his size, forced him to have to come out the paint to basically play somebody, or they were going to keep shooting the lights out, okay? And so Draymond Green, I think, had one of those games that is just quiet behind the scenes, unless you're a basketball guy or a coach like me and you are, where you have to look at that stuff and be like, he is playing an amazing game. He didn't score many points, but he was distributing the ball. He was playing great defense, setting great picks up top, and really leading the team. And like I said, playing that small ball was led by him. So, and then like you said, he's now put himself in elite company. 3 gold medals and at least 2 NBA titles, I believe this is. And so that's elite company when you're talking about being in the likes of Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, Scottie Pippen. That's amazing. I think Larry Bird was in there too, I believe, as well. So, man, big shout out to Larry, I believe, as well. I'll have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure Larry Bird has 3 gold medals. He was on that dream team, and he's definitely got more than 2 NBA titles. So I'm pretty sure Larry Bird is in there too. So to have company like that and say now Draymond Green's in there, I think you got to say the man's elite, and I think this kind of proves it.
Yeah, I also think when you think about, some of the criticisms of USA basketball in the past, it's, oh, they just put together an all-star team. You just have a bunch of scorers. So Draymond Green is probably one of the first guys you think of when you're like, who can we bring in that's, top-notch player, all-star caliber player, but doesn't need to score 20 to 30 points to be effective and can kind of do the dirty work, can be a rebounder, can be a good defensive player, can come up and cover guards on a switch, can fall back and cover guys like Rudy Gobert in the post or make it harder for guys like Rudy Gobert in the post, who can, he doesn't quite shoot it the way he used to, speaking of Draymond Green, but, he can still shoot a little bit. He's still a threat from three-point land. So, when you do have a Durant and a Lillard and a Tatum, and a Devin Booker, you do need the guys that do the dirty work, like a Draymond Green or like a Drew Holiday, where they don't need to score 20 to 25 points to be effective, and they can complement the other players on the USA basketball team. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons he's on the team. And, you can just see why, even though, again, like I said, he's gotten in fights with guys on the court before he did it with Kevin Durant in Golden State. He's done it certainly with opposing players. but the guy is a winner. He's just one of those kinds of basketball players where, like you just said, a lot of people NHL people talk about Patrice Bergeron of the Bruins like this, where, you look at his goal totals and his point totals and you're saying, why is this guy one of the top centers in the NHL? But then if you know hockey and you watch how he plays, both defensively and offensively, the little things that he does, Draymond Green's kind of in a similar you look at him in a similar way as you do a Bergeron, because if you know basketball, you see the way that he boxes out, the way that he rebounds, the way that he sets screens, the way that he can switch, the way that he can do those little things that we just talked about. That's why you put him with these superstar players that they did on this dream team.
I mean, comparing him to Patrice, I would love to be compared to Patrice. I think that's a great comparison. I think Draymond would like that too, because like you said, I think they're both elite players in their own right there. And I've got to quickly say, man, Draymond, I think, has the potential to go on and win another gold medal. I mean, I think he's young enough where I think he still could be on the next team and provide some valuable minutes, or maybe come in and do something very similar. And so he could put himself in even more rare air, per se, by getting another gold medal and having these NBA titles. So it's definitely something we'll have to continue to watch going forward. And I mean, it's Team USA. We would love another gold medal in France in 2024. But hey, we'll be there to cover it, hopefully.
Folks, if you like this show, you're watching it right now on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube page. That's Comeback Sports on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel, Comeback Sports. And then all the cut-ups that our awesome producer, Ben Kudo, puts together after the show, that'll all filter to your YouTube channel. You don't have to go search for it. It's just right there in your subscriptions.